Birmingham Metropolis, State of Alabama. The 14th of April, 2003. The day when Katsue Suzuki signed a petition to lead the march.
I say, the time has come. I say we shall commence this march. Citizens of Birmingham, Alabama, prepare to be amazed as I lead the 65-mile march. Laddies, I say it's time. Alabama will rise up, to the highest mile we can get. We aren't going to stop until we reach Addison. Come one, all people. Let us march on.
That's where Mr. Haney's march began, on this very day. The people that supported this march had left Birmingham and were on the way to Addison. As Katsue Suzuki stopped by a community in Forestdale, he surpassed a man named Patrick Seishiro Cranshaw.
Ha ha ha. If it mustn't be Katsue Suzuki. A mighty greeting to you all.
Whoa. I know you. You're the man who is trying to support the march.
I took my word, and then I did. His concession taught me to the next level, seeming that Mr. Haney can lead us to Addison, and it's almost like a 50-mile march.
Nervous to say, but I was dubious at first, seeming that the fact that Mr. Haney would lead us to Addison, and by golly I wouldn't want to miss it.
If Mr. Haney would have saw this, he would have been mighty proud. It was a miracle, I tell you.
I saw the art of my dreams. The march was just starting to shaken up a bit. If it may not have been completed without Mr. Haney, none of this have happened.
The 15th of April, 2003. The march continued in the community of Adamsville, Alabama. The tracks of Pat Buttram's footsteps have been seen in glowing lights. As the gang marched together for another day of an approximate 20.5 miles, ending it at approximately 7 hours and 6 minutes, as they followed their route to Sipsey. The leader of the march, Katsue Suzuki, was waiting for Mr. Haney to obligate the internships of Mr. Haney's march.
Whoa. Mr. Haney. Didn't expect to see you there. Well, I'm leading Mr. Haney's march, which in fact, happens to be your march.
Very glad to hear you say that, Mr. Suzuki. I've been waiting for this day a very long time.
As Katsue Suzuki and his alter ego, Mr. Haney, set off for a greatest embark to his hometown yet, they had to meet up with his friends that supported Mr. Haney's march. And this is where Brandon Haggard and Patrick Seishiro Cranshaw went to a base camp near Townley, Alabama.
As Mr. Suzuki reunited me to take part of this march, it felt better than ever. However, no incidents, deaths and injuries were occurred in that march.
All set to go, Mr. Cranshaw.
Ready to boost up, Hagrid. The march will continue forever.
And indeed it will.